What if I told you there is a magical town with the cutest name? It has amazing food, incredible art, and mariachis on every corner. That's right, this is Tlaquepaque. There's a spot at this market that takes a traditional Guadalajaran dish and it gives it a little bit of a twist that might just make it better. Look at these shrimp, they look so good. I will say one thing about this place, it is spotless, it smells very fresh. This is my favorite, it's purple tuna, so good. ¿Cómo se llama esto?
Uvas negras.
Uvas negras.
Sí, dedos de bruja.
Interesante, gracias. We are actually looking for a restaurant and we are not looking for meat today. There's so much great meat in Guadalajara, but also there's a lot of great seafood and you would not expect that. We are in the mountains, but Guadalajara, because it is so close to the coast, they cook really great seafood. Sometimes you come to a place and you just know it's going to be great. I feel like the chances of that happening are so much greater in the market, and it's the people that really make it. So we are at Mariscos Chava, and as soon as we sat down, they asked us if we knew what we wanted, helped us with the menu. Let's get into this fish.
So guys, this fish has garlic on the top.
It's in garlic, that's right.
Okay.
Alan loves his fish, so I need to just get a little bit to try first. In Guadalajara, people just really know how to cook seafood. Not too garlicky, and it's not overcooked. It's so good. And then they have this sauce that it is delicious. And Alan actually said this is exactly like a sauce that he has in Indonesia to eat with martabak. So he was so happy to try that. But I came for one thing, that's the ahogada. And what it is in Guadalajara usually is with pork, but here they do it with shrimp. This ahogada is also delicious. It looks so good that I think we need to get into it. Now usually this is a dish that you would pick up with your hands. It was traditionally a dish that laborers would have with a really crusty bread that you have this tomato chili sauce on top, and normally you would have pork in it. But over the years it's evolved, and like who wouldn't want to try it with shrimp? Now, let's give this a shot. It's not as messy as I thought. I can feel some on my face, get some on my fingers. This is nice. They have a very thick sauce, so actually it doesn't really drip everywhere. It kind of stays on the bread. This is a winner. It's on my face, it's on my hands, it is totally worth it. This is delicious. If you're coming to Tlaquepaque, definitely go to the market. There's so many places here that look really good. There's some Monitos, some other dishes, but this one's special. Ahogada with shrimp. This day in Tlaquepaque is starting off really well. So I do like music, but that was a little bit loud. I have to say though, the owner was Chava, and he told me it's short for Salvador, and he was just so nice. This market is definitely a locals market. We're here during the week, but this is definitely not a place for tourists only. It's really nice. So let me explain a little bit about Tlaquepaque. It is actually part of the greater Guadalajara area, and in 2018 it became a Pueblo Mágico, or a magic village, which is kind of a tourist designation for Mexico to celebrate areas that have something special about them. Some of the Pueblo Mágicos in Mexico, I often wonder why, but here it's different because this has a long history of being a place where artisans were, especially for ceramics and pottery. Here and Tonala are known for this, and people in Guadalajara really revere the people from this area. They are known to be people who are great with their hands, make beautiful things, and they love to come here. So we're here not on a weekend because it gets really, really busy with tapatios or people from Guadalajara because they love to come here, they love to eat, they love to shop, and they love mariachi. Oh, look at this little gordito. So I believe this is the cantarito, which is a very traditional drink to this area. And Alan and I are so full that we thought, oh, maybe before we do anything, maybe it would be best just to get a coffee. And there is a restaurant here that is so beautiful. And I didn't think we would have, well, basically the time to go. But if they serve coffee, maybe we can go check it out. And if you're wondering, this street last week was Day of the Dead, which is why you see so many of the orange and purple, so many flowers around. It's beautiful that they keep it up though. Look at this little guy. So they had the little gordito and he was the cantarito, and then they have another one and he is a mariachi. So, you know, the food, the music, the handicrafts, that is what this place is known all about, and you can just have a little seat with him and hope that he sings you a song. I love it.
Unos se van con el viento, otras se las lleva el mar, sonando y bailando.
I had heard so much about Casa Luna and its traditional food here. It's very popular on the weekends when everybody comes. A lot of local Mexicans want to eat here, and so you usually have to make a reservation. But that is the beauty of coming here on a Thursday. We didn't need a reservation. We walked right in and there was no problem at all when we said we just wanted to get coffee and a sweet. We will be quick about it, but it's so beautiful in here. I wanted to see it for myself. And then actually coffee here is a pretty good deal. An espresso is about $55, and they have lots of different kinds of desserts. Some of them are traditional, like this, what appears to be a corn cake, and it has flowers on top. It's warm. And I think it also has guava. It's definitely a corn cake, which I thought would be strange because I think of corn as savory, but with a guava on top, and it's almost soaked in a syrup. It's really delicious, actually. The other nice thing is there's not just one kind of coffee. They have 5 different types of coffee that you can try. This is fantastic. They also have 4 or 5 different kinds of sweetener. You can have Splenda, you can have white sugar, you can have brown sugar. I think there's one other, and then there's also honey. But you don't need anything too sweet because this is just a really nice balance of savory and sweet right here. I think this is the right amount of energy to keep going. This giant piece here is El Señor Monitos, and so he has a board where he is carrying all these clay figures. This is a tribute to the artisans of this area, and they say that he whispers in the ear to all of the visitors who come to Tlaquepaque. What I love about this place is it's truly a town of art. You don't have to step into an art gallery, a museum, one of the stores. There's art on all of the streets. Even the bathrooms are colorfully decorated. It's really beautiful. And what I love is that they actually have a little bit of information about each piece. So you're not just looking like, wow, this is big, but you actually understand the meaning behind them. It's pretty great. Wow, this is a store, but it's like walking into an art museum and musicians. I think this might be the nicest place I have ever been in. So actually I just talked to someone and they said that all of the art here is made by indigenous groups in Mexico, and I think a little bit in Guatemala. And so if you want to buy something from one of the communities, this is an amazing place to do it. Look at this place. What a gorgeous building. This is a place that really celebrates Mexican art. Oh, I feel almost a little bit emotional here because it's so beautiful. Just look at these pieces. I gotta be honest, if I owned a home, this would be a very dangerous place. The only thing that stops me from buying things is I literally had nowhere to put it. Oh wow. This is a place where you want to furnish a home. Everything is so beautiful, delicate, vibrant. If I did have a home, I would want it to look like this. Maybe someday. Who knows if I'll ever retire, but I won't retire in Canada. Mexico I would love to retire here. Amazing. I could stay here all day, but I can't stay here all day. That store is amazing. You know, we travel all over, and you would think that a lot of the souvenirs and art and things that you see from Asia and the Americas would be very different, but I feel like because tourists want cheap things, like everything is coming from China now, so there's a lot of Chinese things here, and to keep them, because tourists think everything should be cheap in Mexico, a lot of it is not actually real artisan work. And so that place is very special. If you want to really support people, that is a place to go. Wow. you just see so much of the same. But that stuff there, that's the real deal. Calle Independencia is the kind of place that you definitely need to look up. Don't just keep your head down, because I have missed this a couple times walking around. Look at this. Now, if you need a break, you want to get out of the sun, and you don't want to go in and buy something, come over to Jardin Hidalgo. It is actually named after one of the founding fathers who helped the abolition of slavery, Hidalgo y Costilla. This was built in 1950. There is a huge bronze statue of him with an eagle and the words freedom underneath. But it's hidden by some of the Day of the Dead elements. But this is a really beautiful plaza with lots of big shaded trees and small vendors selling, little snacks and drinks. It's actually really, really nice. But that was the first thing that we noticed when we came in. Even outside the center area, there's just still so much greenery. This is what I love about Jalisco. It just seems that a lot of the towns here, a lot of the cities, keep it green, and it really makes a difference. Okay, we are at El Parian, which is a famous spot. It's been around since 1892, and it is home of the largest cantina in the world. Cantina is a place where you will have a drink, relax, and there's often mariachis. This place has mariachis in the center bandstand almost the entire time, so you're guaranteed to see them. But to be honest, you're gonna see mariachis on every corner in Tlaquepaque. I came here to try one drink, which is very famous. It is called the Cazuela. Now, you might know a Cazuela as something that you have guisado or a stewed dish in, but it's also the name of this cocktail, which really just started out as a simple drink with fruit juice and some citrus. But because we are in Jalisco, there's lots of tequila around, and so basically what you do is you buy the Cazuela, you choose what kind of tequila you would like, and then you just enjoy the day. You listen to the music. It looks like the mariachis are taking a break, which normally I would say is not a good thing, but it means that you'll actually be able to hear me because we are sitting right next to the bandstand. Now, I've already had a cantarito, which I really enjoy, and then this. What's nice, it's very similar. I think a lot of drinks here are meant to be refreshing, and so they're like icy cold. They've got citrus. We have lime and grapefruit in it. I think there's a little bit of orange to make it sweet, and then just a little bit of light tequila. It's really, really nice. This is so good. We're gonna spend a little while here sipping our drinks and listening to the mariachis. And this is the end of our video here in Tlaquepaque. I really loved it. The central part is fantastic, but because we took the bus, we actually walked into town, and there's so much outside of the main central tourist core that looks really interesting. I think the next time coming to Guadalajara, I would love to stay a few days here just to explore the things outside of the main tourism. In the next video, we will still be in Guadalajara sharing lots of delicious food with you. See you then.